What is up YouTube? Ethan Duplessis back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I do a close grip bench press. In my previous videos I've discussed a little bit of how I do a bench press, but with a close grip I think you have to position yourself a bit different, and I think there's some great benefits in doing the close grip bench press. So stay tuned for the short tutorial on how I do a close grip bench press. We're going to be doing a close grip now. For me, it depends on people individually, how their body compositions are, how their shoulders flexibility is, but for me I like to have a close grip around about here and even kind of ending on that rough section. You can go closer, but yet again the closer you go the more strain you're going to put on your wrist, because your wrist is in a kind of awkward position, and the heavier you go it's going to be harder to go even closer. So I would recommend that just there, just ending by the rough section. So why do a close grip bench press? Firstly, gyms are not opening anytime soon. Well, I hope they do, but if you're in lockdown, most people have a bar. Doing a close grip bench press allows you to train those fibers, those triceps and those chest fibers and the shoulders. So you are incorporating and emphasizing more of the triceps, and triceps take up most of your arms. So if you're struggling to build arms, or you want to get your arms a bit bigger, incorporate a close grip bench press. So enjoy doing a close grip because you're able to kind of get a better contraction, and when you do close grip bench presses, you will feel your chest about to explode because you're much closer. You're able to kind of emphasize that inner part of the chest. Now take note, you're working the whole chest, but you're slightly emphasizing more of that inner part of the chest. I certainly feel that when I do it. So yeah, so the weight is not too heavy. Don't go too heavy with these. If you can go heavier, then that's awesome, but I would suggest that you build up progressively. Overload is what I would recommend. Progress, overload over time with weight, because you need to, your wrist needs to warm up and needs to get more flexible. Your shoulders need to get used to everything. So just start with lighter weights and just progress from there. So what I like to do is I like to kind of roll my shoulders back, and this applies to doing a normal bench press. But when you're doing a bench press, and now we're doing the close grip, you want to kind of roll your shoulders back, and you want your shoulders to kind of be resting. You want your shoulders to be resting. You don't want to be tense. You don't want to be like this. You want to let it rest. And a good practice is you want to keep your arms like this, and you want to kind of gauge how far down you can go. Now you can do this with a bar with no weights, or just with your hands, and kind of see. So that's kind of where we're going to hold our close grip. You want to kind of just see how far you can go down. Okay, I think that's about good. And when you bring it down, you don't want to be bending your wrist, because you close grip, you have a tendency to want to kind of do that to get the weight up, but you want to keep your wrist straight so that you're ensuring you're getting all the force of the weight. So you want to keep it straight, and you want to kind of stop where you feel comfortable. My shoulders have great flexibility. I usually don't have shoulder problems, so I'm able to touch my chest. You want to bring the bar to the lower part of your chest. You want to bring it to the lower part of your chest, because you're at a close grip. It's going to put more strain on your wrist to kind of come where you would usually put the bar doing a medium grip. So you want to come to your lower part of the chest, and you want to thrust a bit back. You want to kind of thrust a bit back. Now when you're coming up, your shoulders must be rested and must be down. You don't have to have an extreme arch. You're not a powerlifter. We're here to build muscle. So you want to have just about a normal, you want to just have your shoulders back and rested, mustn't be tense. And you want to lift up. The point at which you feel your shoulders about to roll, that's where you stop and then you come back down. So you don't want to be locking out, because can you see when I'm locking out, my shoulders are rolling forward. And especially for people who have shoulder problems, if this is me, this is position, your shoulders are rested a bit back. Wherever you feel your shoulders about to roll, when you extend forward or extend upwards, you stop and you come back down. So there, that's it. That's all you need. That's how far you need to go, and you come back down. You don't want your shoulders to roll because you want to protect your shoulders. One of the most important advice or tips I can give you is protect your shoulders at any cost. I mean, a lot of compound movements that helps build muscle requires your shoulders, and if you bust your shoulders at a young age, you're not going to be able to do benches and be doing pull-ups and all of those movements when you get older. So as soon as you feel your shoulders wanting to roll, you come back down and you stop and you come back down. So let's get to this. So you want to about there, and you want to kind of, this is where the bar, you get the bar off, you want to kind of bring it there. 1, 2, 4. There you have it, guys. That is my tutorial on how I do a close grip bench press. Just remember, you want to keep your wrist straight. You want to not be too close. You don't want to go too heavy. You want to make sure your shoulders are rested. And the moment you extend upward and you feel your shoulders about to roll forward, that's when you stop and you come back down. Yeah, you want to kind of thrust backwards. But I hope that little tutorial helps you out. And yeah, guys, you know what to do. Stay massive.